So what does working on a project look like in DoLab? Throughout the process, there are little prompts to help you understand what a good turn looks like compared to a bad one. It's important to remember that your contribution will always be valued by the community. Even if it's not to everyone's liking, it will inspire other collaborators to react and create differently than they might have otherwise. So really, this video is about what's useful in a collab versus what's disruptive. DoLab is a turn-based music protocol, building music one layer at a time. This means you're adding one new layer or instrument on every turn. This new layer can be anything, from a vocal to a bassoon. You can of course use multiple tracks within your DAW to create this layer, but it's important that it leaves space for other collaborators who come after you. If it's a piano part, you might want to limit its range to 2 octaves, for example. This way, future collaborators can comfortably come in with bass parts or higher pitched melodic parts, for example. We know that going first can be the most difficult thing, so here are some considerations for your first turn. Percussion is always a good place to start. It leaves the key of the song open and acts as a strong backbone for others to build around. It's also important to know that very few parts remain untouched throughout a DoLab. They'll often get cropped, reordered, added to and affected. There's no need to be precious, it's more about giving your co-collaborators something to riff off. Another idea for a starter might be to use a part you've created in your own music that you know is good, but the song it came from went off target. Just remember, it's one layer per turn, not a whole song. When a new turn has been added to the mix, you'll be notified. You'll also be notified when it's your turn. On your turn, head to the In Progress tab to access the project and download all the necessary layers. Once downloaded, add them to your DAW. We won't tell you how to file manage your stems or add them to your DAW, but we suggest treating this like your own music. You may even decide to revisit the project later, once the collaboration has officially finished on DoLab. Once you've got the layers on your timeline and sounding right, referencing the mix file from that turn, you can begin your turn. You might decide to reorder parts first, or EQ some layers or add effects. That's all okay. It's important to do what you think is right, because that will inspire others in turn. However, it's also important to respect each other's turns. Don't alter things beyond recognition. Respect the intention of someone's layer. If you can enhance a part to meet your vision and theirs, you're winning. You might feel like you need to tidy things up because it's becoming too busy. And while that's a good instinct, let it get a little chaotic first. You don't need to do too much to earlier layers in the first round of turns. And in the end, we're all working to finish good songs. Once you've made your unique new layer, the song is ready to export for the platform. If you made any changes to previous layers, those layers need to be soloed and exported as WAVs. Your new layer should also be soloed and exported as a WAV. And finally, the overall mix of all layers together needs to be exported as a WAV. Once that's done, you're ready to upload your turn. Back in the portal, go to the project, upload new versions of any previous layers you made changes to. These need to match the mix when the next person downloads them, so if you made changes, new versions are needed. Once the new versions are up to date, you can upload your new layer and the mix. It's easy to get these two mixed up, so we've included a playback function to help you double check everything's in the right place. Finally, give your new layer a name. This should describe the instrument and, ideally, its purpose. For example, instead of just piano, you might say piano stab. Share your thoughts on the turn, what inspired you, what your intention was, where you see it going next. Once it's done, press submit and your turn is complete. Your turn gets published to the platform, and we know you'll probably be feeling a mix of fear and satisfaction. That's why it's important to comment on and support other artists when they complete turns. Let them know what you loved about their contributions. DoLab is about doing. It's a safe space to collaborate and experiment. Go forth, have fun, and make music. It's your turn.